Hi, good evening, Namaskar. I welcome you back to the third session of program management discussion. I hope you all have covered the first two and you are enjoying the sessions. So, without much ado, I'm going to start the discussion. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. So, until yesterday, we covered topics until we covered the discussion until here, and I will just take you through a quick revision or feedback. So we started with this. We started with the kind of application that PgMP requires and the details of it, and then what are the domains that we are going to discuss: strategic program management, benefits management, stakeholder governance, and then at last is program life cycles. Then program management fundamentals: what is program management, what a group of related projects is known as a program, what is a program. As I just said, it's a group of related projects so that you can achieve and realize the benefits together more, which you will not be able to do it, or which benefits you will miss if you manage them individually. Then we discussed a few examples: oil and gas, metro rail project, power program, airport program. Then we discussed two examples: what defines a program, its benefits, and benefits that we are expecting or anticipating when you manage the project at a program level. Again, the benefits. Then we discussed incremental delivery of benefits for with an example, and then all at once delivery of benefits with an example. Then we discussed about component projects. What are component projects? Component projects and subsidiary programs that are pursued to produce outputs and outcomes. The components of a program are related through their pursuit of complementary goals. The goal or the deliverables or the benefits realization of the main program is getting complemented by the smaller component programs. That is what we discussed yesterday. And then comes caution, definition of a program. As I said, all projects within a program are related by a common goal. So group of related projects are known as program. And then we discussed about vision, mission, strategy, portfolio, programs, and project management. What is program management? And then again with definitions: what is program management, what does program manager do. There are certain KPIs that program manager has to adhere to, and these are 10 activities that the program manager should deliver. And then what's a portfolio? Portfolio is an outcome of the vision and mission statement. Vision is where you want to go, mission is how you will go there. For that you have portfolio, programs, and projects. And then let's take an example. We discuss these examples, and then what is the relationship among portfolios, programs, and project management. We discussed that in detail yesterday. And then comparative view of projects, programs, and portfolios based on scope, change, planning, management, monitoring, success. So until now we discussed in our previous discussions of 2 lectures. So let's move ahead with the new topic, which is organizational project management. What is OPM? Let's understand this. OPM provides a framework in which portfolio, program, and project management practices are integrated to achieve a strategic objective. OPM provides a framework in which portfolio, program, and project management practices are integrated to achieve a strategic objective. So if you recall, yesterday we discussed first is vision. Or let me write it over, vision. Then comes mission. And then comes, with that mission comes portfolios, and then programs, and then projects. Now, in order to achieve the benefits, or in order to achieve the results of that you have discussed or that you have anticipated over here in vision, in mission, in portfolios, you need to provide a framework so that these things happen smoothly. If, let's say, for example, you have a vision of to make your organization a 1 lakh crore company, but the human resource, the team members, the processes, IT processes, IT equipments, legal teams, procurements, they are not aware, or they do not have the processes or things in place that complements this vision. If that happens, if there's a gap, then you will never be able to achieve your vision and mission statement or the intended benefits. In that case, you need to have a OPM, organizational project management. It provides a framework in which portfolio, program, and project management practices are integrated to achieve strategic objective. Someone should be there who will provide that conducive atmosphere or environment. That process of providing conducive and favorable atmosphere is OPM. I hope that's clear now. If you have any questions, please do write to me. Okay, I think it's clear now. Point number two says OPM supports the coordinated practices of portfolio, program, and project management by linking portfolio, program, and project management principles and practices. I think this I have just explained. OPM is employed to produce improved performance, better results, and sustainable strategic benefits for organization. As I said, OPM's responsibility is to provide that conducive atmosphere. So, how it can be done? It can be done through having right kind of OPM being deployed, and then you get results like this one, which is improved performance, better results, and sustainable strategic benefits for organizations. Now let's understand the relationship between program management and portfolio management. Though we have touched on this topic yesterday, but still, the relationship between program and portfolio management functions is collaborative. Program and portfolio managers work together to ensure that benefits desired or required by an organization are effectively and efficiently delivered. Obviously, you cannot work in silos, you have to work in sync. Third is organizational strategies and priorities established as part of portfolio management provide a basis for defining programs to be pursued, endorsing program strategies for delivering organizational benefits, and allocating the resources that programs require. Let me repeat: organizational strategies and priorities established as part of portfolio management provide a basis for defining programs to be pursued, endorsing program strategies for delivering organizational benefits, and allocating the resources that program require. So organizational strategies and priorities established as part of portfolio management provide a basis for defining programs to be pursued. Now, if you recall, we discussed yesterday that there was one chairman who wanted to make their organization as 1 lakh crore company. This was the vision. Then chairman called his core team members. This core team members could be senior leadership team or board members or directors, etc., etc., senior level team, and they proposed power sector, retail sector, and petrochem as sectors to get into. Now these are your portfolios. So these portfolios are coming through strategic discussions over here in the vision and mission, in the vision discussion. So once you have these portfolios defined, based on that you will have your programs, and that programs once delivered will give or complement the portfolio. So if you see, these are connected. Programs when delivered successfully will only help in getting portfolio done successfully. So if you see organizational strategies, the strategies that you defined over here, and priorities established as part of portfolio management. This is your portfolio management, the discussion that you had. Endorsing program strategies for delivering organizational benefits and allocating the resources that program requires. I hope it is clear now. Next point says program strategies for delivering benefits define the specific means for pursuing organizational benefits and for defining the resources required from the organization. I'm repeating it again. Program strategies for delivering benefits define the specific means for pursuing organizational benefits and for defining the resources required from the organization. Moving ahead, relationship between again the program management and portfolio is Together, the program and portfolio management functions support the organization by defining how an organization's strategic plans will be supported and delivered via appropriately prioritized and resourced program. As I said, the vision and mission statement gives you portfolios, and then you have, based on that, you have programs. So programs are supporting the portfolio. The relationship between program management and project management is also collaborative. Program and project managers work together to define viable strategies for pursuing program goals and thereby delivering program benefits. Program strategies and high-level program plans defined by program managers provide a basis for defining and authorizing projects. The relationship between program management and project management again is projects deliver outputs and outcomes that provide a basis for reconfirming or adapting the strategic direction being pursued by the program and its components. Together, program and project managers support the organization by enabling the delivery of benefits that the organization desires or requires. Now, what has to be remembered? The interactions and relationships between program managers and project managers may change over the program lifecycle. Projects may be initiated and completed at various times during the course of a program. Let me repeat that. Projects deliver outputs and outcomes that provide a basis for reconfirming or adapting the strategic direction being pursued by the program and its components. Together, program and project managers support the organization by enabling the delivery of benefits that the organization desires or requires. What has to be remembered? The interactions and relationships between program managers and project managers may change over the program lifecycle, and projects may be initiated and completed at various times during the course of a program. Caution is, during the initiation and planning stages of a project, the program manager works closely with the project manager, providing oversight. Why oversight? Because if you recall, oversight because a program manager has number of projects under them, project A, B, C. So he or she has complete visibility of these projects. So therefore, oversight, direction, and guidance regarding the needs of the program. Point number 2 is the relationship between program and project managers is different during the work execution and closing phases of a project. During execution and closing phases of a project, the program manager focuses on coordinating interdependencies between the projects that contribute to their program, while project managers focus on managing internal project activities. Let me write again. So, program manager project A, project B, project C. Now the project manager will only work inside this. The program manager will see the interdependencies of A and B, interdependencies of B and C, interdependencies of A and C. Because his job is not to manage the projects, but to see the interdependencies or critical things between these projects. So therefore, the program manager focuses on coordinating interdependencies interdependencies between the projects that contribute to their programs, while project managers focus on managing internal project activities. So I hope that's clear now. Let's move ahead. Again, to remember, program manager does not directly manage the individual project components on a day-to-day basis. Very clear. As project progresses, the program manager focuses more on identifying and controlling the interdependencies between projects, monitoring project performance, addressing escalated issues that impact component projects, and last is tracking the contributions of projects, subsidiary programs, and program work to the consolidated program benefits. Again, to remember, at project closing, program and project manager again work closely to ensure that project outputs and outcomes are effectively transitioned to the program so that benefits delivered by a project are assimilated and sustained. I hope it's clear. As I mentioned, initially, program manager will see the interdependencies between project A, B, and C, while project manager would be working internally. Once the project is about to close or at a closure phase, again, project manager and program manager will work very closely. They get to join work closely. Why? To see if all the benefits delivered by a project are assimilated and sustained. So that is important. Therefore, they will work closely. With respect to risk, program and project managers also collaborate in the management of issues and risk. I hope you are aware of what is issue and what is risk. Risk is anticipated thing that can affect your project positively or negatively. Once this risk has occurred, it becomes issues. That is from project management, PMP. Program managers also ensure that their programs recognize and embrace new opportunities that arise from the pursuit of program components. Obviously, the program manager monitors and addresses issues and risks that may impact program performance or benefits delivery, and that cannot be addressed at the individual project or subsidiary program level. B, the project manager focuses on the management of issues and risks encountered within a given project. So if you see, project manager is again focusing more towards internal things of the project, while program manager is focusing on the issues and risk and impact of it at a program performance level. So not only project A, but project B, C, D. So program manager is a project manager for the combined 3 or 4 projects. The project manager identifies issues, risks, and dependencies that impact other program components to ensure that they are recognized by program managers. The interactions between the program and project management functions are iterative and cyclical. Examples, let's see. Information about the program's intended benefits, goals, and strategy. You have program over here. Then you have components, program components. Information about the strategies, objectives, needs, constraints, and timing of component projects. You go at a program level. information flows and comes back. Look at this again. You have information flows in between at the center. What kind of information? Information about the progress, issues, risks. Again, risk is something which may happen. You need to, take care of it. Issue is when the risk has occurred, it becomes issues. The interdependencies, outputs, and outcomes of component projects. And then this information flows within a program, and that program ensures that the activities of all program components are appropriately coordinated and fully aligned with the program's intent to deliver organizational benefits. And then again, components, program components. And then comes the program delivery and closure phases, wherein again the information flows. What kind of information? As component projects are closed, again the component projects are those projects which are complementary to the main program project and support in its execution and delivery with the same intended benefits. Information about project outputs, outcomes flows from the component project to the program to ensure that project benefits are fully realized and sustained. So program, information flows again, and then component projects, and you close it. So the next topic is relationships among organizational strategy, organizational strategy, program management, and operations management. Let's start in a fresh video. Thank you.